Can you see that reasonably well or not? You know, when around the world at the moment there's quite a lot of civil war going on, and this is a representation of a firefight. And when like in a work situation, or there are times when you get a stimulus so strong that you actually start to swear. You swear back, and you get to a point where you say, you start to react to that stimulus through the five senses. Okay, and it's what's called an amygdala hijack. There is a physical response in the brain, where your subconscious takes over, and it removes you from conscious thinking. Okay. I'll just show you what that looks like. What we've done through evolution is that we have inherited some things right from caveman days. I want you to imagine that you're in the African jungle, and you're walking through the jungle, and you're confronted with a pride of lions right in front of you. There's your pride of lions, and you're walking through. What's your reaction? Pardon?
Are we all in the same group? Or
Yeah, just yourself.
No,
Just yourself.
I was going to say it's Cash.
So what we've got is we've got three primary functions that we're going to do. We're either going to fight, we're either going to run, or like the old possums. I know in America those possums they play possum, they play dead. Okay, you just lay on the ground. Or you're a baby deer in the jungle, and your only defence is to lay down and hide and be as still as possible. Okay, so those are the primary functions of the brain. Okay, and within our mind, when we are confronted with an extreme stimulus, these are the responses that we get. And there's a gland in our brain called the amygdala, okay? And this is the primary one that triggers those responses. You know who these guys are?
Evander and Mike.
Do you remember that fight?
Yeah, Mike biting his ear.
Mike biting his ear.
Oh, Amanda.
Yeah. So when you think about, we're talking about reactions, what happened in Mike's brain to actually make him do that?
He's frustrated.
He got frustrated.
Yeah.
So what was the one of the three responses that he took action on?
Attacked.
Fight. He decided to fight and attack.
Yeah, and bite.
And what he had was what we call an amygdala attack. Okay, he got in a situation where he was so highly stressed that's what he did to react. Okay, and what we're doing right now is that I'm talking to you, and you're getting all of the stimulus in your mind, and you're making choices and decisions in milliseconds. Okay. And the decision that Mike made was a millisecond decision, and it has, a big impact on how we remember him, even us,
Yeah.
We know, that's what happened, okay? And that's the big impact you have on your life. So this is the science behind it. Okay, there are 6 stages. So we talked about the sensory data, our response, what we do, our hearing, our sight, our touch. Okay. Number 2, all of that data that we receive goes into the amygdala. Number 3, the data is also sent to other parts of the brain. And then the amygdala does a really quick threat assessment, you know, like walking in the jungle. And the amygdala blocks the slow thinking brain, or it blocks the conscious thinking brain, and the unconscious takes over, just like a hypnotist. And then you get a reaction like what Mike Tyson did. Okay. And then what happens is that you get an unthinking response. Okay. So you think about the unthinking response. You know, we've all been in a situation where we've been under high stress and we start to swear, and we, you know, at a person or a thing or whatever it could be, or it could be a physical response as well. Okay. So what I want you to think about now is, because now you understand, you know, the science of it all, I want you to think about what can we do as an individual what can we do, you know, when we get in a situation like that, what can we do to stop that unthinking?